Hey guys, so something we're looking at today is how to graph using the calculator. So on the regions, there's going to be a point in time where they're going to ask you to graph something. You may have a square root equation like this, you may have an absolute value equation, you may have a linear equation, a quadratic, but this method we're going to show you is you can graph any equation as long as everything is on one side using the calculator. So what we're going to do is, since it's an equation, I want to graph it and I want to go to y equals. So here we're going to see a bunch of numbers here where we have y1 equals, y2 equals. So remember, f of x is another way of just saying y equals. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this function right in here. So I'm going to put the square root. I find the blue button with square root, so I hit second square root. And notice how x plus 5 is all under the square root. So I'm going to do x plus 5, then close parentheses. Okay, it's all in. Now if I want to graph this, what I'm going to do, I can see what the graph looks like by hitting graph. This is what it looks like, but if I have to put it on paper, that's a little hard to do from this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the second button, and I'm going to pull up the table. I'm going to hit up here, and it's going to give me the table. And now I can see the values of x and y. So I'm going to scroll down until I can find some clear points that I can graph. I see I have negative 5, 0. So that's one point I can graph. So I'm going to find negative 5, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, and 0. So this right here is 1 point. Now I'm going to scroll down until I find another clear point. I have negative 4, 1. So if this is negative 5, I'm going to go to negative 4, and then I'm going to go up 1. Let's find another clear point. I have negative 1, 2. So negative 1, 1, 2. Let's find a few more. Scroll down until I can find some clear points. I have 4, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And let's do one more if we can. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Oh, it looks like I went past 10. I can't graph 11 here. So this is the closest thing I get. And here, I'm going to connect my dots. And it's going to keep going in this direction. So this here is the function of x is equal to the square root of x plus 5. Now you can do this with linear equations, quadratic equations. I'm going to show you an absolute value one. This one we might not have seen in a calculator, so we can try it here. What I'm going to do is I go back to y equals. I'm going to clear the information there. Now to do absolute value, we don't know how to put this sign in. In order to do this, you have to press the math button. And then we're going to click right, and we're going to go to number. So when I get to number, ABS stands for absolute value. So I'm going to click that. I press enter, and it'll take me here. And now I'm going to put x plus 2. I'm going to close my parentheses. We can take a look what the graph looks like. Alright, it's a V shape, so I know it's an absolute value function. And then if I want to figure out points to plot it on the graph, I hit second, and then I'm going to go back to table, hit the table button, and now I have a bunch of points here. So, let's go to negative 5, 3. So, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, 1, 2, 3. That's 1 point. I'm going to skip some. I'm going to come down 2. I have negative 3, 1. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, 1. I have, scroll down some more. I have negative 2, 0. Right there. And if I go to negative 1, I notice it's negative 1, 1. Then I have 0, 2. Scroll down some more. I have 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you have enough points, you can start seeing your line form, or your function form, and there you go. Now let's say they asked you to only graph between -5 is less than or equal to x. Sorry, it's greater than or equal to x, which is greater than or equal to 2. What this means is that we're only, no wait, it is less than, whoops, what am I saying? Less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 2. So that means they only want me to graph when x is -5. When x is -4, -3, -2, -1, all the way to 2. So, for example, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. This is -5. This is -4. So all the way to 2. So this is 1, 2. They only want the graph to go up to here. They don't want the graph anything after that. So over here would have to erase. There should be nothing after that 2. And this here is graphing within the domain of -5 to 2. If you have any questions, we're coming around the classroom, we can answer. Alright.